We didn't get to the top of this town by playing fair.
I swear there is a way out. Inside the strong room. Apparently not.
Hey there.
That was Personality by Johnny Mercer.
Can't believe I just had to go through the entire fucking thing again. I swear there's still a room how to fucking open
a sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll read it. John and Kathy Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovations in hairstyles. Make people jealous. Oh. When someone named Big Maybell says there's a whole lot of shaking going on, you can probably believe it. I mean, it's fair.
You should know. People have been complaining.
Probably accurate. She's tremulous.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. There goes my funny idea. That's fine. Exactly where we go. But everything's fine. I fucking hate Sanctuary and how glitchy it is.
Huh?
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
I'll take a look. Sure. I got a little bit of it.
Yeah. Never even noticed. Plasma.
You're back. The glowing sea. Virgil. What happened?
Oh, you know. Took a radiation bath, hung out with a big green guy. Then I pulled this encoded chip out of a courser's neck. He was not happy.
A courser chip? You fought a courser? Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never a courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well, they're the only ones I know that even have a chance at cracking Institute security. They're called the Railroad.
Next stop, the railroad. Choo-choo!
Ah, yes. Anyway, I hope they can help
He's a
you.
sarcastic bastard. What do you expect? I always preferred Good Neighbor Radio. Don't know why. I guess because it's more calming than, you know. Ha! We don't have kids. They don't have kids. Yeah. I need to mess with my customization. Short broadcast is going to be... Yep, there we go. Don't have them. You sure it wasn't Del who took them?
I hope you enjoyed that last song.
I mean, he is Brotherhood, so he might have taken them for a good reason.
A word or several from our sponsors. John and Kathy Super Salon invites you to
Hope you
try
didn't
out
mind
the
the reception.
latest innovations in hairstyles.
Desdemona.
Look
I have a
good.
report
Make
here.
people jealous.
It reads more like a comic book.
Keep a knocking.
Apparently,
by
one
Louis
hell of a
Jordan's
fight
next. I
took
like
place
this one.
at
It's
Green
short,
Tech
and
Genetics.
it's about telling people to go away.
You people are damn nosy.
Nosy keeps us and you alive. I'm all for one less courser in the world, but I need to know why you killed him.
That chip in his neck just looked so shiny. I couldn't help it.
You have one of their chips intact? Follow me now.
I could easily kill you, you, and you. Oh wait, I'm going to anyway.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor. Some ground
No.
rules.
I
Tom
hate the
can get you
railroad.
the code, but once he's done,
Hey.
You get the courser chip.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
Fine. It's yours.
All right, Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Corsa chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip access. Let's poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Here it goes. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator.
Damn. I thought. Be that way, game. I guess they finally realized the giant sheet of power armor wasn't there anymore. They're smarter than they look.
I don't have anything to say to you.
I don't have anything to say to you.
I don't give a damn. I really don't.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh man, it's been ages.
Just leave.
Everyone's all,
Some
you've
ground
been
rules.
hitting the chems way
Tom can
too
get
hard.
you the code,
But I got my
once
eyes
he's
open.
done,
I see.
we get the courser chip.
Why do you want the courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And a courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save. So?
Fine. It's yours.
All right.
All right, little Corsa
No.
chip. Let's
I
have the
was trying to
circuit
get out of
analyzer
the armor
take a
and do
crack at
this.
you.
Because for some reason that
We're in.
helps.
Chip accessed. Just poke the analog. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right. Keep running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait. They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Lucky. Got you, you institute bastard. Got you.
So I didn't even notice what that was. Okay.
Software in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass note. Come on, baby. There we got it. We got the
Desdemona,
code.
give Tom time. He'll
Let me
get that
load
chip
that onto
you
the
wrote.
holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah. I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest. And you. I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise...
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
I go through their escape room. I wonder.
Watch yourself, outsider.
No, this is that's right.
Commencing recurrence analysis using Dubrovian method.
Ham.
Processing. Unknown human entity. Your arrival was not calculated.
What do you mean? It wasn't calculated?
Temporarily unable to process verbal input. Still processing. Preliminary adjustments to statistical models complete. Commencing introduction. I was, am, and will most likely be Pam. Predictive Analytic Machine.
Do you work for the railroad?
Yes. My goals and the railroad organization have a high degree of correlation. They provide data. I provide first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region, designated Commonwealth. Rephrasing. I predict the future.
You see the future.
That is this unit's primary goal. Caution. Biological life forms behave erratically, unpredictably. All output subject to an extremely high margin of error.
Just how inaccurate are you?
The smaller the group, and the greater the time frame, the less accurate I become. But all predictions are affected by the human element. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your presence or existence. Query. What is your point of origin?
Why do you want to know?
If I cannot explain your existence, future predictive models may have an even greater degree of inaccuracy. I repeat, what is your point of origin?
It's a long story.
Processes reaching maximum capacity. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Pam.
Analyzing. Recalibrating using new data set. All processes are busy.
Oh shit. Oh well.
There we go.
They don't need that. Wait, yeah, damn it.
So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? The group that actually helps? They help synths who want to escape the Institute? Yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is, as far as I know, of course, but actually, it sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real,
wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need.
Sit here and play.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
Does it matter?
No, you're right. It doesn't really. The point is that you got it. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Your confidence is staggering.
I'm just saying, I can't guarantee it'll work. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work.
Sure.
There is no actual bullshit. Let's talk to one of them.
Time's not much, but it's something.
I need your help with these schematics.
Oh yeah? What are they for?
They get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
Can you help me or not?
I'd like to help, but you know my situation. I've got to deal with the immediate problems first. I know you're waiting for my help with that machine you want to build. It'll have to wait until we get the Minutemen back from the brink. Another day in the Commonwealth.
I don't feel like doing that Minutemen quest either. Fine. Maybe no choice but to go do something I don't exactly want to do just yet. But I'm going to do it. Oh. Suppose I could go do this. Does the Prydwen have what unique weapons do they own? No, when did they have a unique weapon?
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Barnum, report.
Force down to 5%!
We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it.
Fire him!
Damn it! Aspen set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
Very damn close. Certain Deathclaw I wanted to give a hug, but they didn't want the hug.
Hey there, sister. You looking for chems?
Sure. Let's take a look.
This is all I've got at the moment.
You know what? Sure. That should help me. So I'm going to try what I read. If you tell him to go back to the Prydwen and then kill him, he will still be on the Prydwen alive and well. Oh yeah, tell him to go back there first anyway. Healthier head 4. Really?
That's it.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Move along, citizen.
Supposed to be a random encounter over here. Where is it though? I'll repair this before I even go into there.
Freeze! One more step and I'll blow your damn head off. Who are you? Who
No, you
sent
won't.
you? How did you get in here?
Back off, old man.
No. What are you doing here?
I followed the distress beacons left by your team. Their holotapes led me here.
The others?
What happened to them?
They're dead.
I thought so. I tried to go back for them, you know, but there was nothing I could do. Not alone. You've been through a lot to find me. I should give you something. I've collected a lot over the years. Technology, odds and ends. If you see anything you want, take it, take it.
I'm glad I was able to help.
I appreciate...
I mean, I already know I'm not going to go back there, so I guess I could kill him.
Look, just take what you need and go.
Fuck the Brotherhood. Only specific people will know why I say that. Oh, fine. I can just... Fuck it. Go do freaking Minuteman quest. Sure, let's see where the save was. Not even going to deal. I want these holotapes out of my inventory.
ambushed on top of the armor. We can't let them have it.
Fire him!
Damn it! Aspen set the self-destruct. Ernest, slow back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
Hey.
On your way, civilian.
Use the gas.
Brandis.
Freeze. One more step and I'll blow your damn head off. Who are you? Who sent you? How did you get in here?
Back off, old man.
I know. No. What are
see
you
what it
doing
did with
here?
the easy now, too.
I followed the distress beacons left by your team. Their holotapes led me here.
The others? What happened to them?
They're dead, Paladin. I recovered their tags.
You did? Thank you. This really means a lot to me. I tried to go back for them, you know. There was nothing I could do, not alone, but I'd hoped. You've been through a lot to find me. I should give you something. I've collected a lot over the years. Technology, odds and ends. If you see anything you want, take it.
Is that all?
I live alone. A void. I could let you sleep here, I suppose. That's all right. Or try the food. I don't have much, but
right.
The only other thing I have is my gun, and no.
I'm glad I was able to help.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Why can't I get through? Well, I guess since I can't really...
Brotherhood of Steel Recon Team 429, Alpha. Final report. Our mission has failed. 6 hours after insertion, my company was ambushed. We lost 5 knights and exhausted our power armor reserves. We scuttled the armor to prevent looting, then retreated under fire, abandoning our supplies. I was separated from the 2 remaining members of my team within a week. Both are missing. Status unknown. I'd hoped to rendezvous with them at our holdout bunker and seek a means of escape from the Commonwealth. But no one has come. No one has come.
I don't like being actually.
And the local leader in the exciting field of commercial plastics. Now hiring. Apply today.
Brotherhood.
Okay. Hold on there. Let's go. Okay. Do anything with this iPad. Two. Fine. Blood packs. I guess if I really wanted to keep up with. Sure. Technically it could be food if you really had to. I wanna do. I have to fucking do this. I got the best idea. I don't have to do what. Really? It's normally this bluff. I'm fucking surprised.
Who's there?
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
I'm not here to cause any trouble.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Do you want my help, or should I be on my way?
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm damn glad you're here. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah, no, I seriously normally smoke fucking 10 pennies bluff. Surprised it was there. I'm just gonna put more than he wanted that sim pass. Push the pass out. Boop. Boop.
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the jet, I guess.
Now don't start talking crazy. What?
Grip on yourself.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick.
Who's there?
You can trust me.
Just noise. Just noise. You hear that? Who's there? Shit's got him.
Who's out there? I must have a concussion. Fucking seeing things. Someone there?
Okay. Cut the shit. Hey! Who is that?
What the?
Back it in. Nothing else.
It's Batman, don't you know? Can't find him.
You guys got me stirred up over nothing.
So isn't that the best? Well, sometimes Batman gets spotted.
Bring it. And... Disappearing act, huh?
Time's up.
Thankfully, Raiders never left.
Who's there? Okay, cut the shit. Who is that? Shit's got ambushed. Ain't my first gunfight.
There we go.
Rookie.
Nice. Fuck you. I guess I'm not leaving power armor. That had to hurt the leg though, that's for sure.
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Yeah, you do. Probably right. Gotta cut down on the jet, I guess.
You're gonna fucking pay for that. Ah, found yourself. This shouldn't take long.
Dead!
There we go.
Yes.
Nothing!
Oh, it's on!
You're still alive?
Anyone else gonna be idiots? Or has everyone learned not to trust with someone in the power armor?
Shit! Lost him!
Oh man. guys last time is because of workout. Shies the fart out of the cat. Okay, I thought I had that closed. I mean, ow. Fuck game. What are you looking at, cat?
You find those raiders?
Yeah, I took care of him.
No kidding. That's the best piece of news. So we've been talking. If we want things to... So? We're in.
Nice, those are already in before they're supposed to be. Everything's already there, even though I'm nowhere near Nuka World. Oh well, time to go do the gauntlet. I want the heavy incinerator though, but I don't have it, so I can't kill the overboss with it. I do, however, wish to see what these things say. Quantum. Orange victory. Quartz. I think that. Where shall I set it? so much. A waste, but I need to find out. I need to carry a kit of each of those on me. Steel, aluminum circuitry. Aluminum, copper, circuitry, and steel.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Hey, now that you're back here in Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us, here in Sanctuary. Prepared for the future.
What have you got to trade today?
Steel, copper, circuitry, aluminum. I didn't think I'm missing anything else.
My dad says not to talk to strangers.
I don't give a damn about your dad.
You'll get used to Diamond City security being unhelpful. Just ignore him like I do.
We sell everything. Stim packs, ammunition, outerwear.
Let's see what you got.
The highest...
How come whenever something interesting happens around here, you're right in the center of it?
Diamond City surplus! Open!
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against...
Sure. Let's see what you have.
Everything.
I don't know why, it was just funny watching a raider with a tire iron come at me in my own power armor too.
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
I'll take a look, sure.
Odds and ends.
I need to have this dude shows anything useful.
It's like I
Hey,
can
Mom.
finally think. Remember, swatters will win you the game.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Genuine?
Yeah.
The Super Salon can give you... Who the...
The one the traders give them out? Circuitry. Circuitry.
Peace, sister.
Hey, Cleo.
I've got a weapon here for every situation.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Let's get you outfitted.
Huh? Don't have no handout.
Hey, Daisy.
Don't be shy now. Chances are we have whatever.
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything's guaranteed to last. Until it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think that's all I need. Could go with another circuitry, but it's fine. Oh god, all this radiation is gonna be shit. It, please.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, not much use yet. I don't think I ever told you what happened.
Sure. I'm listening.
Have you heard of the...
Your group came from Quincy.
That's right. Mama Murphy, Sturgis, the Longs. They were all from Quincy. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. We never found a safe place to
Them
settle.
arms.
One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
Sure. I know how it feels to be the last survivor.
Yeah. I guess you do. That's why I'm talking to you.
I don't know what makes you think that.
You saved us in Concord. There wasn't anything in it for you. That kind of selflessness has been in mighty short supply. We need someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth.
What makes you think I can do this?
You saved us in Concord. There wasn't any... That kind of selflessness...
Can you explain what the Minutemen are all...
We're citizen soldiers. The people of the Commonwealth banding together to protect ourselves and decide. That was the original idea, and it was a good one. I think you're the one.
Okay.
Good. Don't worry.
So, if I'm a general, where's my army?
You're looking at it, I'm afraid. But I wasn't joking when I called. The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of... Our last leader was General Becker. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is... Now it's your job. I've gotten word about a settlement that's being thrown.
Nope, nope. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hi.
You wanted help earlier. Some kind of machine to get into the Institute?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter? They call it the
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. Here's where they are.
Billie Holiday. Billie spelled with an I and an E, and she's a lady.
I'm busy.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Now here's another, well, it's,
Do you think you can build this?
Wow. What a mess. Teleportation.
Either it is, or we end up building one hell of a paperweight.
Well, whoever wrote this does seem to know what they're talking about. Good.
Sure.
Anyway, the eggheads never think. I'm gonna need some time to... But, you can get started on... it'll need...
Like selling them something?
Just tell me what we need.
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure while you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice.
Right.
Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor, and it's going to be big.
Maybe. It's unclear whether... I mean, no one knows if everyone involved died or not. Probably, though. That's usually how these things go. Just another day in the Commonwealth, am I right? Right? That's the worst thing about asking the question. No one ever answers. So I just wonder. Sheldon Ellman wants his girl
Just when you think you're safe, you're
fall
not.
out.
That's how I always get you.
But, I mean, if you cared so
How's
much,
it
wouldn't you
going?
have been with her in the
Did
first
you find
place?
a good spot to build your...
There's a giant metal pizza sitting on the ground now, so yeah.
I was just asking. No need for the snide remarks. I think I got the rest of this contraption figured out. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
I can do this correctly. some power. I'm gonna need that.
Hey, Sturgis.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough power.
I think we do. There we go. Okay.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? I'll start scanning for an Institute signal.
Sure.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest.
Ready.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
That doesn't sound very confident. Sturgis, you're an idiot, I swear. You're smart, yet somehow you're an idiot.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
No way to pick this.
Broken.
Can't pick this.
No.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, honey? What do you want me to do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
This is insane. All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am Your son.
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
Why are you doing this to me? After everything I've been through.
I don't mean any of this to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. Help us. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
If this is true, where do we start?
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes.
Yes.
I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But... Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as
You
we
only got a
approach
gun that I want.
I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here, in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
But I don't want to join the Brotherhood. And...
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
get a...
Well, here's I guess you'd say, unexpected bit of news. I heard that a group of soldiers, is it knights? Soldiers? Constabulary? What are we calling them now? Soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were spotted in the Commonwealth. Sounds like they were, well, they were kind of in trouble at the Cambridge police station.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this
The Vault
month.
Dweller showed up.
As far as I'm concerned,
and gave him a
the
hand.
phase out on these older models
We're
can't
done.
come soon enough.
Oh,
Some
I
the
don't
Vault
know.
Dweller helped them.
Most of them have lasted long past their projected
Guess
lifespans.
they'll probably be on their way
If you ask
soon, then.
me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Doc, they weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Well, that's understandable. The will to survive is the most basic human instinct. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you got.
Do it, Ham. You guys might like some human. Ooh. You can have those too. I don't really need them. For some reasons, you won't put that one in first before anything else. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing, Ada? What are you doing, sweetie? Oh, you're doing that. You don't have to fart to tell me you don't. Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere yet.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. You're here. Glad you made it. Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Excuse me.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
What have you got?
I can offer a range of nutritious and great-tasting food supplements. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for its spicy flavor, and Food Supplement 91 is our newest offering.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
That looks tasty, doesn't it? I got known by two.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
Hey there.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself.
I'm hurt, Doc.
All right, hold still and I'll take a look. This isn't too bad. Here, this should take care of it.
Okay.
All done. There's a stock of medical supplies over in requisitions, if you need more.
No, nothing? Okay. I at least need... No. There you are.
It's an honor to have you here.
What are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey.
Not everything you've heard about the Institute is true. Give us a chance.
Remember, Yucca World is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Kathy one last time before buckling down for the winter.
Well,
don't forget to bring your empty
That was
bottle of
me.
Yucca-Cola to get $15
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Parking fees will apply. Prices
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want, in this case, is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Okay.
If you ask me,
Here's the
we're only
thing.
scratching the surface with the latest
sort of,
synths.
note,
Hi, Doc.
I guess,
Hmm?
from a sponsor
Oh,
here
hi there.
in Diamond
Sorry
City,
if I
and
seem
I'll,
distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed
John
mental
and Kathy
comparisons.
Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovations in
Come on.
hairstyles.
Don't bullshit me.
I didn't say it was easy, but I've been practicing at it since I was a little girl. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Well, lucky you that I hate the Brotherhood as this
workplace
character.
tension. Here's the 5
So
stars.
lucky you. Anyway, I will do the divisions later. I feel like becoming overboss.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the FPV one, isn't it? No, this is okay, yeah, I remember now. I think it's supposed to lead to FPV. Yeah, okay. Okay. I could use those. I don't need fusion.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274. Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Just fucking let loose out in the wild.
Hacking this is beyond me.
Fuck, I thought I had a master.
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Doctor?
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer...
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
Telling me what to do. How dare they? I'm older than them.
Remember operating
to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
If you require maintenance, please file a report to the Facilities Division.
The brain, it hurts.
Come now, it couldn't be anything. It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Child synth. It was always remarkable.
And only you understand that. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means.
If you're about to launch into one of your speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Can't write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Renee, we know where to find the teleport.
Now just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Today is full of possibilities.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity. They have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and institute interest, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying?
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. Sean is most pleased, I'm sure. He's been quite anxious to have you with us. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
If you ask me, the synth software uses
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Feeling well
Report
today?
anything suspicious to the SRB.
Scanning. Subject identified.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock
Pardon
some heads
me,
together.
ma'am.
Theoretical limits are made to be
Targeting package
broken.
upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously. I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
A little friction between departments is normal. You'll work through it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Wrong one. Well, shit.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
What is the island? Is this even... Yeah, I think this is.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility...
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands.
The results could be disastrous.
Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to...
Right.
Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Status. All functions normal.
Finally. Anyway. After I fix up my gun. So now I don't have to fucking worry about, you know, accidentally scrapping them when I don't mean to.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Who's a...
Sorry, I wouldn't be very good company right now.
And definitely just looks like a normal freaking Enclave soldier that's just wearing the Hellfire now. I'm no real Hellfire trooper yet. What is it, Ada? I can't supposedly see something. You know, I love how Nuka World just appears out of nowhere. Like the entire thing had a stealth way around it. Stealth, see what I mean? Our Harbor I can understand. Vault 88 I can understand. But I can't understand Nuka World. I really can't. Suppose that is something I forgot to check out before I go in. Said hi, I'm here. You were nothing before. Where did this stealth field come from? Yeah, I know Nuka-Cola is freaking military connections everywhere, but I don't know.
anyone violate protocol and enter that transit station before we're sent, I'll have your head. Now pick up the pace. I want to be able to report back to Cypress ASAP.
And there's a buddy.
Going down.
Ready?
Level 3.
I gotta go repair armor and do some stuff anyway. I'm gonna run the gauntlet. Be right back. What time is it? Okay. I think I'm gonna run the gauntlet and then go back to Clan Master. I need to calm down. Calm down. I'll deal with that later. Oh, it's time to run the gauntlet. Or do I just want to... The Enclave would be proud. Oh yeah. I remember what I was going to do. Actually not. No! Oh, damn it. Let me fucking through the feet. Oh no. That... Okay now. Thought it was actually going to be a machine, it's not. Does this go red? No. Go back to blue. Okay, that is it. Right. Fucking it'll work. Definitely a unique take on the look. Nuka-Cola. I'm not getting shot at. That was a delayed reaction.
Jesus, shit. They're gonna die. Goddamn raiders. I should have known.
But here's the thing. You did know.
They're gonna kill me. I know it.
Gonna need a password.
All my fault. This is all my fault. All my fault. Oh God. They're gonna kill me. I know it. This is all my fault.
You don't even have to.
All my fault.
There you go.
Goddamn raiders. I should have known.
Who throws away a perfectly good Nuka-Cola?
This is all my fault. All my fault.
What happened to you?
Raiders. That's what. Those bastards have my family. You gotta help me. Please.
You look terrible.
Tell me about it. My family and I ran into some traitors a while back. Told us they knew a safe settlement at Nuka World. But when we got there, found out they were raiders the whole time. Just stringing us along. I managed to escape, but my wife and son are still back there. I wanted to get some help and go back for them, but didn't count on taking a bullet.
Nuka World is still up and running? I remember that place.
I wouldn't say it's still running. The place is run down, but those raiders sure got it made. Plenty of supplies, clean water, guns. Oh God. I never should have left.
How did you manage to escape?
There's not very many of them. 4, maybe 5. And with the amount of jet they were doing to celebrate, it was easy. Picked the lock on the cage they had me in, but one of them came barreling in before I was able to free my wife and son. My wife, Lisa, told me to run, so I did. Now I just gotta hope it's not too late to save them.
That's what trust gets you out here in the Commonwealth.
Sometimes hope kicks you while you're down. But sometimes, it lends you a hand. You're here for a reason. You gotta be. I turned on a transmitter here, hoping someone would come. I didn't think it'd work, but here you are. It's gotta be a sign, right? So, please, I'm begging you. They're running out of time. If not for them, do it for the Caps. You bring them back safe, I can pay you. I swear.
What about you?
Just leave me. My wife and kid are all that matters, you hear me?
No, I'm
Tell me
actually
you'll do
curious
this.
on something.
Does this mean you'll do it?
So I'm going to go through all this,
but no
I want to see what happens.
Oh, thank God. Here, take this. It's the password to the monorail control terminal. The fastest way to get to Nuka World is to take the Nuka Express, but I shut it down so those bastards couldn't follow me. Find the control terminal in the office, power it back up, and hurry. God knows how much time they have left.
Okay, I want to see something now, dude. I'm going to offer you a Stimpack and demand that you take it. Even though I think he's fully healed.
Jesus, shit. They're gonna die.
No, they're not, dude. You have a family.
Goddamn raiders. I should have known. I know. This is all my fault. All my fault. I know it. They're gonna kill me. I know it. Goddamn raiders. I should have known.
Need the password.
Goddamn raiders.
What happened to you?
Raiders. That's what. Those bastards have my family. You gotta help me. Please.
Are you okay?
Hell, I've seen better days. But it's my family I'm really worried about. Once those raiders realize I'm gone, I don't even want to think about what they'll do to them. God, you gotta help me.
You look terrible.
Tell me about it. My family and I ran into some trouble. Found out they're a raider. I managed to...
Let me help you first.
No. I'll be fine. Save it for my wife and kid. For Lisa and Cody.
No, really. I have enough. Take it.
Jesus, they're running out of time.
Didn't fucking work. Okay. No, not save. Here, fucking load that shit again. Fuck you, dude. I have a 10 charisma. You got lucky in that one. I'll say that. I'll say that one real nice. You got lucky on it.
Jesus, shit. They're gonna die. Goddamn raiders. Should have known. My fault. Goddamn raiders.
I pulled away, game.
Raiders. That's what... Those bastards have my family. You gotta help me. Please.
You look terrible.
Tell me about it. My family and I ran it. Found out there. I managed to...
Let me help you first. I have...
No.
No, not that I want them to know. Since the game wants to be like that.
No, really. I have enough. Take it.
Damn it. Look, you got me. I ain't injured, okay? Just can't do this anymore. The Raiders back at Nuka World put me up to this. They lure people in and kill them for fun, and I'm done doing their dirty work. Let them find me and do what they want.
Sounds like typical Raiders to me.
You don't get it. These Raiders are different. They make Commonwealth Raiders look like a bunch of kids. Here, take this password and find the office with a control terminal. Power up those rails and you can see for yourself. Just don't say I didn't warn you. As for me, I'm getting as far away from this place as possible.
Guests, if you're missing an item, stop by our Lost and Found at the main gate. Your item will be returned to you for a nominal fee.
Stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase a la... And on behalf of the Nuka-Cola Corporation, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you aboard the Nuka Express monorail. For your own safety, please remain seated or utilize the provided handrails while the train is in motion. If you'll direct your attention to the right side of the monorail, you can observe Nuka World's famous Fizz-Top Mountain. Standing at over 100 meters tall, Fizz-Top Mountain is the largest man-made structure in Nuka World and features the 5-star Fizz-Top Grill. Coming up in the heart of Nuka World, Nuka Town, USA.
Well, look who learned the truth and still showed up. I guess Harvey played his cards right after all. I only got a minute. Better listen, and listen good. The name's Gage, Porter Gage, and our mutual friend Harvey only told you half the truth. You're still heading straight into a death trap. But if you somehow make it through alive, I have an interesting offer for you. In the meantime, have fun and put on a good show. I'll be watching.
I actually did not think that one through.
Attention all my favorite undesirables out there. In case you haven't noticed, looks like we got ourselves some fresh meat to run the gauntlet.
Hello, Red Eye. Do I have your radio yet? No. Why not? I'm in power armor. I do nothing. Let me cheat this.
And she's off! Let's hope our latest prey can draw a little action from our previous victims.
still think I'm missing one, but okay.
The hell? I've seen Pack Ramen move faster than this, Vic.
Fuck off, Red Eye.
Nice.
The Vic's still alive, but don't let that get you down. The Gauntlet's still got plenty in store for this one.
Yes.
Let's get a move on. Doesn't matter what you do, the Gauntlet gets them all in the end. It's decision time. All doors lead to death. Some just a little slower than others.
That'd have been avoided. No.
Sweet.
I think you lied to me too. Oh wait, I know the truth.
This bitch takes any longer, we're all gonna die of boredom.
I don't really know that.
Someone thinks she's a real tough gal, eh? But the gauntlet ain't through with her yet.
Please, I want visitors. I'll happily take your visitors, just so I can get some ammo. Okay, after this one, apparently, going to lay down.
I'm through.
Oh, let's get a move on. Doesn't matter what you do, the gauntlet gets them all in the end. Oh, what? Call me crazy, but I think our Vic's got something against fun.
That's it.
torturing you because I can. There you go, buddy.
Time for things to get dangerous. See if she survives what's next.
Good plan. It didn't work out for you in the end.
to turn in some valves to stop the flow of this gas.
Nice one, Ada. Just farting. Nuka Cola Wild. Quartz Dark Victory Wild. Great Orange Quantum. Then normal Nuka Cola. Nuka Cola. It's so delicious. So refreshing.
That's right, Vic. Breathe that fresh.
You know, I never looked at what the hell that made. It's fucking Rad Roach, basically. Why do you use the same fucking models as the... Couldn't make it look at least unique to everything else?
What the hell? I've seen Pat Ramen move faster than this, Vic.
Won't live long now.
Dumbasses.
Well, I'll be damned. You know what that sound means? Get your ass down to Cola Cars. The main event's about to begin.
You got me wired up yet, Gage?
Yeah, boss.
Finally. Now go shut off that damn alarm.
All right, I'm on it.
Now where? There's my next victim now. Don't look like much. Here's a quick rundown of how this works. You go stock up, make yourself presentable. Then we're gonna give these folks a show. A show where I decorate these walls here with your lovely brains. Thanks to this suit, I'm the only one that wins this fight. You think that power? All right, Gage, let her through. Something tells me I'm a...
Sure.
No, oops.
It's almost time. After a run like... that, this ought to be the best slaughter yet. Remember, longest survival time against Coulter still stands at 1 minute 37 seconds. The slaughter is starting soon, so if you're gonna watch it, now is the time.
All right, listen the hell up. If you want to make it out of this alive, I've only got a minute. Find the intercom on the wall. I'll make it quick. We gonna do this or not? Hey, I know you're still in there.
Didn't make myself look presentable.
You got a death wish or something?
Together. No. I mean...
Time's wasting here.
No. Dude. You've never worn power armor.
We gonna do this or not?
Fine.
Who is this?
I'm the guy that's gonna get you out of this alive. So listen up.
Yeah? And what's in it for you?
This ain't just about what's in it for me. Both of us reap the rewards if you pull this off.
What the hell is this place?
You make it through this alive, I'll explain everything.
You want me to listen? Tell me now.
All right. The Gauntlet's the Overboss's pet project. Lure in whoever we can, however we can. Like that guy Harvey and his poor family. Total bullshit, just to get you here.
Does that little scam actually work on anyone?
You'd be surprised. The bleeding hearts can't say no. And the greedy assholes out there can't resist the temptation of getting rich.
He's a terrible con man. I saw through his little scam.
Yeah, but you're stuck here anyway, so I need you to listen up.
All right, I'm listening.
My kind of gal. Look, You made it this far. You obviously got skill. But this fight coming up is rigged. You get me? Over Boss Coulter. His power armor's set up to draw energy from the electric grid in the arena. Damn thing's invincible. You name it, someone's tried it. Minigun, grenades, not a scratch. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, so he's a cheating coward. Gotcha.
Doesn't have a fair bone in his body. You want to win? I stashed a weapon in the lockers. Get it.
Was it a little red gun called the Thirst Zapper?
You got it.
I already picked that up.
Good. That little Thirst Zapper is going to turn the tables on old Coulter. Yeah, I know what it looks like. You're just going to have to trust me.
I've always wanted one of these. Would have made a great toy for Sean.
Oh, great. You're a lucky day. Congratulations. Now we can get on with it. Once the water hits Coulter's electrically charged power armor, the circuits are gonna short out. It'll kill his defenses, but you only have so much time to do some damage before they recharge. You take him out, I promise you, it'll be worth every minute spent in this gauntlet.
Staying hydrated is half the battle, right?
He ain't got a choice. Alright, it's time. I'll open the door. See you on the other side.
There's a power armor station in here sometime. Where there was.
Power to the arena's down by 30%. You do that? Not bad.
Well, I wish there was some fucking power armor station. Fine, I don't need the pipe weaponry. Or lead. You know what? Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need those. That. No, I want to keep my plasma mine.
Disciples, are you ready for blood? And the pack, are you ready for things to get wild? Operators, are you ready to see me notch another kill?
Half-hearted.
And you, are you ready to die? Let's do this!
And the slaughter has begun.
chick? Are you sure, Gage?
You better know what the hell you're doing.
Hey, we talked about this. She survived the gauntlet. She was smart enough to take my advice, strong enough to kill Coulter. She's what we need. How about we show some respect for our new leader, right?
She'll get respect when she earns respect.
Amen.
All right, now get the hell out of here. I'll show the boss around.
What did I tell you? Worked like a charm.
Death by squirt gun. I'd love to see the message on his tombstone.
Tell me about it. I wish I had a better look at his face when the suit shorted out. I get that you have no idea what's going on and everything is coming at you real fast. But you need to listen. Taking out Coulter wasn't just a last-minute decision. It was something a few of us here have been working on for a while. Now that he's actually gone,
after
we
this.
got ourselves a vacancy in the overboss department. Guess
I'm
what?
growing
You just
tired
got
now.
the job. All I'm asking is that you trust me on this and give it a shot. I swear, it'll be worth it.
Sure. And while you're at it, I suppose next you'll be offering me 1,000,000 caps.
All right. I get it. You don't trust me. But I swear, this is the big score. There are 3 raider gangs that run the show at Nuka World. The Disciples, the Operators, and the Pack.
I don't much care for
if the
Operators.
names didn't give it away, these ain't your typical raiders.
But I'm not really a melee person.
These morons don't
So I think I'll
exactly
take
play
out
nice
Mason
with
this
each
time.
other. Thanks to Coulter, this place is a
The
powder
Disciples,
keg
they just...
waiting to blow sky high.
In my
Long
mind, they're too
road.
close because
We're going to have a bloodbath on our hands.
the mountain.
I think you
so
have what it takes to turn things around.
my
and
reaction
keep these
is
gangs from tearing each other apart.
they could kill me at any given moment if I really fucking piss them off.
Why me? I'm sure you're better suited for the job.
We'll get into that later. Now, I'm sure you got a lot of questions.
Sure.
Meet me at the Overbosses. Your new quarters. The restaurant on top of good old Fizz Top Mountain. We can talk there. Just let me get that door for you. There.
Okay, I'm going to leave and I will see you all tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow it is. Nuka World, Nuka World, Nuka World. If anyone's noticed my other stream of Slime Rancher, I will be grinding that out, so you don't have to see anything boring. Unless you guys actually do want to watch the entire fucking thing. Then I won't grind out on off camera. I plan to actually keep that series running even... I'll come back. You were never here, Karen. That was Nightshade, I believe. So welcome to Nuka World. I'm going to have a fucking blast searching for those star cores again.